Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today we're over here to talk about the 1-year anniversary for Dragon Ball Legends. Now I know I'm a couple days late, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about what exactly is going on with it. I'll hit that briefly just for those of you that maybe have missed it, but I wanted to put my sort of 2 cents out there about it. And I've seen a lot of people that have been saying this 1-year anniversary is sort of the make or break moment for Dragon Ball Legends. And to kind of sort of summarize that up, I feel like is because the yearly anniversaries, the yearly events for these gacha games, if you guys are newer to the scene, maybe Dragon Ball Legends is your only sort of mobile gacha game, the yearly anniversaries are usually the hype moment, right? They're the hypest of the hype, a way to give back to the community via some sort of, free something that is awesome, really awesome premium units to summon for, and it kind of sets the tone for the next year or so of the game, right? Like if you don't nail your yearly anniversary, then the player base kind of sort of has a lower sort of expectations moving forward and may just go ahead and ditch the game to begin with anyway. So seeing what they're able to do at this 1-year anniversary, now we have seen a lot of what they're going to do, but their execution on it is going to be super crucial to, like I said, literally setting up the tone moving forward with Legends for the next year. So we've seen Dokkan have some good years. We've seen Dokkan has prospered now for 4 years. I would be willing to bet and say that the last sort of 6 months of Dokkan have probably been some of its best, right? And a lot of people thought when Dragon Ball Super ended, Dokkan would kind of go down because, well, they wouldn't have as much material to continue to create new characters based off of. But Dokkan with some pretty incredible quality of life updates and everything else has honestly prospered and probably been doing better in the last 6 months to a year than it's ever done in its entire lifespan, which is kind of crazy to sort of think about with a game that's that far into its lifespan, right? So looking at Dragon Ball Legends being still just now hitting its 1 year, technically the game's been out for longer than a year if you guys have been playing since beta. It's definitely very intriguing to see how they're going to handle all of this sort of hype that we're looking at here today. So in case you guys have missed what they are doing, the biggest thing, of course, is Super Vegito. Super Vegito is coming as part of this yearly anniversary. People have been waiting for him to release, and so he is finally going to be here. He looks awesome. We'll talk about him in just a moment, a little bit more in depth, not too much because there's not too much to talk about. But and then the blue, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Now I've seen Super Saiyan Blue Goku gameplay. We have not seen Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, but he has been part of the in-game announcements for the yearly anniversary and the build up to it. And even though I myself, I think Blue is fine, I think it's really overrated, but it is the sort of present day hypeness for what a lot of people, have hopped into Dragon Ball and want to see out of Dragon Ball. So something like a Super Saiyan Blue Goku, a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and a Super Vegito are things that will absolutely bring a player base that's maybe left the game or bring new people into the player base as well. Things like Shallot getting SSJ2, that's awesome. That more appeases the people that have continued to play. Someone seeing a fan-made character for this specific game getting a new transformation, that's not really going to get you to download the game, right? That's just something to sort of appease and actually make happy the player base that you currently have and you want to keep. The other thing to expect from this are character balance adjustments. It shows off the red Vegeta there and some other stuff like that to sort of bring some of the older characters that aren't getting used back up to snuff and to be able to compete with current day. I mean, this is a PvP game, right? So character balance adjustments is very crucial to sort of the future of this game as well, right? As opposed to something like Dokkan where it's single player. If a 3-year-old unit falls off, it is what it is. A single player, you can still run them, get away with it, but it's not as crucial because there's no PvP aspects to Dokkan. It's an entirely single player game, so that's not nearly as important to a game like that. Whereas with Legends, it is super important, right? Then we've also got the base Vegito, which is actually a rising battle. So yeah, he's going to be completely free. Just a unit will have to grind out. So he's going to be a rising battle, which is pretty exciting. A sparking Vegito for completely free. And then last but not least, as far as what we know right now, there's going to be a special anniversary summon 10 characters for free every day. I guarantee you there's someone watching this right now that's been on the fence about this game and heard that is going to download it just for that. There's probably going to be several people that download this game. It becomes an entirely summoning sort of machine for them for the next month or however long the year anniversary goes for. I think it's until sometime in the first of July. It's going to literally just become a thing where you log in every day, you do your free summon, see if you get anything. It'll absolutely be a curated pool of sparkings. They're not going to let it just be literally everything. but it will probably have some pretty good units in it, and you'll just be able to hop on every single day and do a free multi-summon. So that'll be exciting in and of itself. Now, to get back to the make it or break it situation that I mentioned at the very beginning, Z-Hall, pretty awesome member of the community, tweeted out a pretty obvious joke here, but some people actually took it seriously, which we'll talk about that in a second. But he tweeted out, "Leaks live from my cold black heart. Legends first anniversary is a step up. Step 4 has a chance to give either a silver guaranteed sparking or a gold guaranteed sparking ticket. 95% chance for it to drop silver, 5% chance for it to drop gold. Super Vegito is locked behind the gold ticket and has a 15% chance of being pulled. Also, Beerus isn't buffed." So this is obviously a joke. This is not true. No one knows how they're going to handle the anniversary banner yet or anything of that nature. But the sad part about this is that there are people that have seen what they've done with Legends and thought this could actually be true. So I haven't talked too much about it, but I have had some IRL friends that played Legends over the course of the last year. Most of them played up until about when Beerus was the first straw for some of them, because when they saw them locking a sparking behind a ticket, right? You had to spend Chrono Crystals first, then you got a ticket, which then was still just a chance at Beerus, who wasn't even that good, right? Beerus isn't even that great of a sparking, especially not so much so to have locked behind a ticket, you know, like Team Gohan level or Goten level of a sparking. Well, 2 of them literally dropped out because of that. Team Gohan behind the ticket got another one, and then I think 2 of them just stopped because they really wanted them to do co-op, and I kept telling them I think they're going to eventually do co-op. There's multiplayer obviously built into this game. I personally would love some form of co-op. Don't know how it worked. They're the ones that are making all this money to figure it out, but you know, it is a multiplayer sort of featured, you know, game. So it'd be cool to see them do co-op with it. So most of them have dropped out. I know a couple I know for a fact are going to come back because of the free summons and all of that. But just to even get away from that, to talk about what they've done so far with the summons, you know, locking Gohan behind a ticket, Goten behind a ticket, and this Beerus behind a ticket, I don't think they will do this, right? As I mentioned earlier, the yearly anniversary sort of set up the tone for the next year until the second anniversary, right? Set up sort of what to expect, kind of get a sort of feel of what how they're feeling about their own game. So I can't imagine they would lock one of the most hyped characters they released today, Super Vegito, or one of the Super Saiyan Blues or anything like that behind a ticket. If anything, I think they should do something where, like, every 2 summons or 3 summons, which by the way has a great character pool to summon from, then also gives you a guaranteed sparking ticket, which has an increased chance for the new units, right? So every single summon you're doing, it's the normal 1%, or maybe even they top that. It's a 2% chance to pull the new units when you're summoning, right? If you're not familiar with the summoning chances, it's pretty much always 1% for the new units on USTs and all of that. So maybe 2% chance to make it even easier to pull them. Then they give you a guaranteed sparking ticket after 2 or 3 multi-summons that then lets you summon from a pool of characters that has a 20% chance to pull the new Super Vegito and the new Super Saiyan Blues, and then some other sort of great units as well. Maybe they even include the ticket locked units as well on that. But they never lock any of the characters behind low rates or ticket or anything, and they make it absolutely fantastic. And I think that's why, again, I think this is why a lot of people are saying make or break. And just to be sort of devil's advocate from that, you know, not to sort of compare these games to one another, even though I personally get kind of mad at people when they do it, but I know why they do, because they're both Dragon Ball mobile games. But Dokkan has absolutely had some very low points. Right now, we're in a very good point. Dokkan has had some incredible quality of life updates over the last little bit. They really treated their 40th anniversary really well, in my own honest opinion. And a lot of stuff they've been doing lately has been absolutely fantastic. So Dokkan is in a good point, but it's not always been in a good point. So, you know, if for some reason Legends 1-year anniversary doesn't knock it out of the park, it doesn't, you know, just absolutely blow us all away, that doesn't mean the end of the game, right? So even though I do see a lot of people saying make it or break it, I may have even titled this video make it or break it, to be sort of the advocate there of that. It doesn't necessarily mean that the game is going to not be here for a 2-year anniversary, even in the slightest. We've seen the Dragon Ball IP literally carry Dokkan on its back in some of its lowest of moments. And here Dokkan is, after almost 4.5 years of a lifespan, flourishing and doing maybe the best it's ever done. You know what I mean? So, that doesn't really mean that, but it does say a lot to the player base as to how they decide to treat, you know, summoning for these units. You know, how many Chrono Crystals are they going to give out for the yearly anniversary? Typically, they've been giving out a lot, actually. I think I saw something Rhyme tweeted out the other day. They'd given out like 13,000 a month. So You know, and Dokkan usually gives out a ton. Most gacha games give out a ton of their premium currency during the yearly anniversaries. They give out, you know, obviously like this, they're going to be doing a free multi-summon every single day, stuff like that. So hopefully this is the time to just be like, look, here you guys go, right? And then also the other thing too we've not talked about is they're updating, they're doing their battle version 2.0 or something like that. So they are updating a little bit of the gameplay mechanics. This video is already kind of long in the tooth, so I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to go into that like really at all. And then the other thing too on Super Vegeta, which I meant to talk about earlier, and I sort of got talking about all this other stuff, was he has a counter, dude. He looks awesome. I mean, it's been playing over here one side of me this whole time anyway, but he has an actual counter when you switch him in, which looks incredible. I am so freaking excited to hopefully summon this guy. And I know my gameplay and pretty much anything Legends related that hasn't been summons lately has been kind of on the down side, just because I kind of been waiting for this yearly anniversary. And I have faith, guys. I do. I don't think they'll lock button tickets. I think they'll do something really awesome. I think they want to see this game flourish. They want to see this game do really well. They obviously put a lot into this game. It's a really well-made game, despite the peer-to-peer connection for PvP. But when you're just playing like single player and stuff, I mean, they really have put a lot in this game. So I do want to see them knock this yearly anniversary out of the ballpark. I want to see it be awesome. I want to see the game do really well. And hopefully we're a year from now talking about this game, and very excited to see what they're doing for a 2-year anniversary. So anyways, guys, if you're new to the channel, you guys enjoyed today's sort of quick little discussion over the Legends and my sort of expectations and thoughts on the yearly anniversary here. You might consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button, joining #NanoFam today. You might also consider slapping that like button. Guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix sign off, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.